Can you guys believe that 99% of sports bettors end up losing their money? Only 1% actually are able to make any sort of money at all. Well, that's what I'm gonna show you guys in this video today, all right? We're gonna go over exactly what the 1% does to be able to make money. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit. So the 1% has, impeccable bankroll management, which means they have a certain amount of money. They only bet in the, 1 to 3% range of exactly what that bankroll is. The management part is very important because that is the key to just the beginning part of it. If you don't have that management, you don't have that skill, you can't do any of it. So always make sure that you have a set amount of money put aside, whether it be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and make sure that your unit size is correlating with that bankroll and you're staying consistent with it. If you just are betting on the weekends, it's just not going to work. You got to be able to set some time aside to be able to do this every single day and grind it out every single day. There's really no days off when it comes to sports betting. Once in a while, we'll get days off where just nothing goes through criterias and we're like, oh, there's really no plays to go on. But other than that, you got to do it every single day. So if you don't do it every single day, then you're at a disadvantage as well. The next part that not a lot of people understand about is compound interest. Here's the thing, people don't even know that you could really do this. When it comes to compound interest and you're compounding the amount that you're making each month, it gets a little crazy. Like you can make a lot of money. You really can. You can make a lot of money in a short term off of a small bankroll just by being able to compound your profits. All right, we're gonna jump into the computer and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how that looks. So this is a compound interest calculator. What I'm showing you right now is, let's say, a $3,000 bankroll and you're averaging 10 units per month. So that would be 10% here. Over the course of the year, you started with a $3,000 bankroll and you wanted to compound every single month. Let's say you start January, $3,000 bankroll. February, you got a $3,600 bankroll. If you're betting 1%, now you're betting $36 per unit at that 1% because now your new bankroll is $3,600. So if you're doing that and you're compounding throughout the whole year, look at the gains. This is just at getting 10 units per month. If you can get 10 units per month at 1%, you started with $3,000 and you're gaining about $6,400, 213% APY. Where do you get gains like that? You can't really get gains like that too many places. Let's get a little crazy with it. Let's say we're doing 2% now, all right? Then it'd be 20% monthly of what you're doing. Started with a $3,000 bankroll and now you've made $23,748. If you're compounding at 2% now, look at how you started. Like your first month, you end the month, your new bankroll would be $3,600. Then the next month, your new bankroll will be $4,300. Then it'd be 51, then 6, then 7, then 8. Then it starts really bouncing. Once you get into, 5 figures, it starts really adding up. Let's say you're betting 3% unit sizes. This would mean that you're up, 30%. Now look how stupid it gets. Look, $3,000 turns into $67,000. And this works, like I said, with any amount of a bankroll that you want to start out with. We're gonna go and I'm gonna show you guys exactly into my bet tracker, my personal bet tracker here. I'm gonna show you guys what the consistency looks like when it comes down to it. These are throughout the whole entire year of 2022, coming into this year of 2023. Look at the consistency of like what I tried to tell you guys. The consistency, what is key when it comes to consistency, all right? I'm betting every single day and I'm staying consistent with it. Whether it's a win or loss, no matter what is going on, I'm staying consistent with it. I am not varying from it. Another thing I wanna show you is the odds. A lot of these plays are minus 180, minus 190, minus 200, minus 160, minus 170. Look, all throughout the whole entire year, guys. Yeah, you got to hit a high percentage of those, but if you have the formula, you know exactly what you're doing and the strategy that goes into it, goes behind it, you can hit it a high percentage. In the right corner here, 69%, all right, almost 70%, but 69%. If you could hover that range, you're gonna make profit. Look at the profit that is being made off of doing that. All right, but this is what it looks like to stay consistent. As long as you stay consistent with it, you know exactly what you're doing, it doesn't matter. That's why it doesn't even matter if I win or lose that bet. It doesn't really even matter because it's on to the next day. It doesn't matter what odds they are because it's on to the next day. There's stretches that are pretty rough. Like look right here. There's rough stretches that happen and there's great stretches that happen where it's all green. This is what the 1% does to be able to actually make money doing it. And those that tell you that it can't be done and all that, it's bull, guys, because it could be done. So now what does the 99% do that causes them to lose money? They don't stay consistent. So they only bet on weekends because they just like betting on football probably. They parlay most of their stuff, hopefully, that if they could take 50 bucks and they can make 5 grand off of it. Never really ever happens. So they end up losing that. They end up chasing their money. They're trying to get that money back. That's what 99% of people, that's what the sports books want you to do, that's where they were built at. That's why they make so much money. It's just the recipe for you to end up losing. So they know 99% of your people are going to take that stuff because they're promoting that. So you think in your mind, like, they're promoting that, I should probably do that, right? My suggestion is to be a part of that 1%. You have to stack your money on the side till you have a big enough bankroll, and then you work off of that and you look at it as an investment. People don't realize to achieve 10 units per month, you only need a third of a unit a day. That equals up to about 10 units if there's 30 days in a month, obviously. People don't realize that. You really only need a third of a unit a day. You don't need much. Like I said, if you guys are interested in this stuff and you guys are prepared to take your sports betting to the next level and be part of that 1%, you go in the description and you book a call. This is the only way that you're gonna get true results in an organized fashion. All right, so first off, let's take a look at the course. We got about almost 100 videos in here of me teaching you exactly what to do. Like you can see right here, if you click in MLB, you got a whole bunch of list of MLB videos in there that teach you how to do this. NBA bets, NHL bets, prop plays, all that stuff. Definitely, a lot of stuff, and it takes a lot of time to go through. All right, that's why if any of you guys have booked a call and seen, what it entails, it takes a year to go through our program. And also, like for people that are just starting out, you got your basic sections here, and how to, mindset, your bankroll management, all that. Before you even get to the point of learning what the strategies are. Like I said, you need to learn how to manage your bankroll. You need to know if you have enough money set aside and how to manage that. So this is what the Discord channel looks like. Look at how we have this organized. Like this is a final play section of what everybody goes through. If you go in your separate channels here, like look at NBA, everybody's in there discussing exactly what it is they're looking at for that day. Everybody's talking amongst each other. And then I make sure I oversee everything. So if they're making mistakes, then I jump in there and I correct them, and this happens, like I said, in every single sport that's going on. Twice a week, we do group calls on Zoom where I do a live coaching session where I go through everything live right in front of everybody. I'm telling you guys, if you could just see and just look in here, this is the group that you want to be a part of. This is how you're going to learn to be a professional sports bettor and take it to a high level. That is what the coaching program looks like. This is what it looks like to be successful. Like I said, if you guys are interested and you guys are prepared and you guys are ready to take it to the next level, take your sports betting to the next level, have me teach you exactly how to get those results that I just showed you, that everybody else is getting as well, book a call in the description down below.